Welcome to Spirit Outspoken, where we dive deep into the realms of spirituality, healing, and the beautiful chaos we call life.
From ancient traditions to modern practices, we are going to explore it all. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned seeker, you're guaranteed to find something that inspires, challenges, and intrigues you here.
So grab your favorite beverage, find a cozy spot to curl up, and join us for Spirit Outspoken. Hey everyone, welcome to this special bonus episode of Spirit Outspoken. We're so glad you're here today because we are doing something a little bit different. And honestly, we're super excited about it. So this wasn't planned at all, but a couple months ago, Jason and I felt called to pull an angel card just to see what energy wanted to show up for us. And let me tell you, just wait until you hear what card we pulled. Seriously, we're going to explore the message behind the card and how it was perfectly aligned with everything we had going on, both personally and professionally, at the time we recorded it. So, without further ado, let's dive in.
Okay, should we start with an angel card?
I think we most definitely should.
Okay, do you have a method of doing your cards?
No, I usually just shuffle.
Yep.
And then take a deep breath in and out and then pick one.
Okay.
What do you do?
Typically, I shuffle 11 times.
Oh, interesting.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like very specific. Okay, we're going to be pulling a card from Kyle Gray's Angel Guide. And I really like this one. I think it's really approachable.
You love that one.
I love this one.
Yeah, I do too.
I think this one's really approachable because, you know, like cards are sometimes intimidating, especially if like, you know, you grew up in a more traditional household. And I've really found that, I don't know, angels just feel less intimidating and sometimes a little bit more aligned to where people are coming from in their background. So if you're curious, this is a good one to start with.
I agree with that.
Okay. So should we ask a specific question for guidance? Or are we just open to what we need to hear today?
I don't have a specific question, but if you do, go for it.
I don't.
Okay. So let's just ask for guidance.
I like it.
Yeah.
Angels, let us know what we need to hear today. That's the question. Okay. Here we go.
What is it?
Spiritual growth.
No way.
I mean, this thing, guys, I'm telling you, if you don't know about cards, I'm going to tell you something right now. I have never not pulled a card that was like exactly in alignment or what I needed to hear that day.
Absolutely.
So, hey, Spirit Outspoken. The card today is spiritual growth. Your message. This is a powerful time for you. Your growth and understanding are unfolding at an incredible rate, and you feel more connected than ever to your soul, gifts, and purpose.
Oh my God.
Right on. Your angels are encouraging you to keep up the good work and continue expanding your knowledge, experience, and spiritual connection. When this card arrives for you, it's a confirmation that the experiences and insights you have had recently have been divinely led. You may find yourself connecting to particular energies at this time, or even experiencing angels or guides visiting you. Oh my gosh, your dream. Which we need to talk about.
We will.
Okay. This card is letting you know that these experiences are real and are occurring because of your determination to open up spiritually. Oh my gosh. The path of light is unfolding for you, and you are being encouraged to hold your head high and focus on spiritual growth. The rest will be taken care of for you.
That is unreal.
Dude,
that is so unreal.
Okay.
This is what we've been
I'm
talking
going to start crying.
Why?
The next sentences. Oh my gosh. Okay. Get ready for this.
Okay.
Every experience is a learning experience. You are a student of life and spirit. And what has happened in your life hasn't happened to you. It's happened for you.
Shut up. That's our whole first episode, our intro episode.
You have incredible resilience and the capacity to overcome whatever darkness or unknown you face. No matter what has been served to you, you have done everything within your might and power to face it and find a way. Oh my gosh. And find a way forward. Angels are acknowledging your determination and the positive, kind-hearted, and upbeat energy that has allowed you to become the wonderful person you are today. You may feel that your spiritual gifts are opening much more at this time. Be aware of any visions, insights, or connections you develop as they will be pivotal to your growth.
Yeah. Not here. Crazy. That is insane. That is insane. That makes me want to cry.
Insane.
Okay, let's just break this down and talk about why this is wild.
Okay, go.
Well, the first part. So remind me, start in the beginning. Okay. What it talks about how
it says this is a powerful time for you.
Yes.
Your growth and understanding are unfolding at an incredible rate, and you feel more connected than ever to your soul, gifts, and purpose.
Okay, so let's stop right there because we have said since the start of this podcast that we have never felt more aligned, more energized, more fulfilled. And we haven't even started really getting the ball rolling yet on this.
Going, right.
But the behind the scenes work already has been the most fulfilling and fun work I have ever done in my life. And we have said there is no way that this is not meant to be. Like in my gut, in my soul, I know that this is what we're meant to be doing at this stage. I don't know what that will look like as it unfolds and grows.
Right.
But for right now, I just know wholeheartedly we are exactly where we need to be. And I can honestly tell you, I have never felt that way about any career, any occupation I have had throughout my life.
Yes. And I completely agree. And I know that we've shared many texts, phone calls about this very thing. And it's manifesting in excitement and passion and like an absolute insatiable craving to do this. And I too have never experienced anything like this. Writing came close, but it was, just absolute beating me over the head. Like, this is it. Jump all in. And I mean, we should continue to break this down.
Yeah.
Because this is nuts.
It's insane on multiple levels and for multiple reasons. So there's the first one. That's
the first
spot
one.
on.
Yep. Your angels are encouraging you to keep up the good work and continue expanding your knowledge, experience, and spiritual connection. When this card arrives for you, it's a confirmation that the experiences and insights you have had recently have been divinely led.
Okay. So we are continuing to learn, not only from a standpoint of learning new skills in terms of starting a podcast, which neither of us knew what in the world we were doing.
Gosh.
Let's just talk about that. This has been like baby steps, Google, YouTube, piecing together, wire goes here, me not know, beep, 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 beep.
It's so true.
Wild. And we have stuck with it. And I'm so proud of us. But also just the platform and what we're talking about only lends itself for us to go deeper and grow spiritually, because that's what our whole focus is.
Yes. Like we are so drawn into spiritual development and learning because it's just something that you and I are super innately interested in. But, our next episode that we're going to be talking about, Meta, that's a brand new thing to me. Mm-hmm. So to be able to learn a new experience, but like, just back it up what you're saying about preparing for a podcast. I've never seen website development happen that way, right? Like, I'm in tech, but that was a whole different thing. Like the branding process, doing a photo shoot, seeing it all come together. I mean, my mind is blown.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you guys, like I text Rach every day where I'm like, did you know that you could do this stuff? Like, I didn't know that you could do this. Did you know that you could do this? Right? Like, it's wild. It's an incredible thing to just have all of these new experiences and say, screw it. Like, we don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure it out.
We will figure it out.
Yes. And like the confidence that we've gained in the process of being like, yes, this is our brand. Yes, this is what represents us. Like, so cool. Okay. You may find yourself connecting to particular energies at this time, or even experiencing angels or guides visiting you. This card is letting you know that these experiences are real and are occurring because of your determination to open up spiritually. You got to talk about your dream.
Okay. If you don't know about angel numbers, the idea is that when you see certain numbers, either the same numbers continue to show up, you see numbers in a pattern like 333, 444, or 555. The thought is that angels use these numbers as a way to connect with you, and each number is aligned with a different message for you.
Yes. I'm glad you're breaking this down because I don't know if everybody would know what an angel number is.
Yeah. And I was talking to a friend the other day and she's like, I had no idea like what that is, or had never heard of that. So whenever I see a number that's either all the same number repeated, or if I keep seeing the same set of numbers, I will usually just Google angel number and whatever I keep seeing.
Yes.
And kid you not, just like this card, it is always spot on and means something, incredible. And
mind-blowing.
Yes. So that's been happening to us throughout this since we started work on this.
Yes.
Both of us have had that experience. But the other night I texted Jasa and was freaking out because in the middle of the night, on the night of the eclipse, actually, which is supposedly tied to dreams and opening up and all of that.
Yes, because it was a full moon in Pisces, and Pisces is associated with dreams, spirituality, mystery, the things not seen or tangible. But anyway, go on.
Yeah. So it just so happened that night I was dreaming, and I've had multiple experiences throughout my life where through dreams I have seen things or, had, I guess what you would say are visions.
Yep.
And so in the middle of the night, I had this dream that there was tape, and I just ripped the tape off, and behind the tape was the number 838, clear as day. And in my dream, actually, I was like, ooh, I need to remember this. And then right after I woke up and I said it again, 838, I have to look that up. And what's interesting is I never even knew that angel numbers could be different numbers. I always thought that it was the same number repeated.
I didn't either.
I said, 333, 444.
Yes.
This was 838. And I looked it up and oh my gosh. So let me just read to you exactly what it said, because this is absolutely mind-blowing. Angel number 838 encourages you to step into your power, recognizing your skills and talents. It's a call to lead with confidence and embrace leadership roles or ventures that align with your soul's purpose. The presence of 3 highlights the importance of expressing yourself creatively. This could indicate that new ideas, collaborations, or ventures are on the horizon. Pursue paths that ignite passion and joy. The combination of 8 and 3 suggests that the efforts you've put into your spiritual and personal growth are beginning to pay off. Continue making choices that align with your highest good. While financial and material success is a key aspect of 838, the angels remind you to balance this with spiritual awareness. Trust that your needs will be met as you follow your divine path. Stay positive and trust. Maintain a positive mindset and trust that you are supported by divine forces. Your thoughts are manifesting quickly, so focus on gratitude and abundance. Take action. This number is a call to act on your goals and dreams. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start where you are. Align with purpose. Reflect on how your current path aligns with your soul's calling. If adjustments are needed, trust that you are being guided to make them. And release fear of scarcity. Let go of limiting beliefs about money or success. The universe is reminding you that abundance flows when you believe in it. Angel number 838 reassures you that you are on the right path. Embrace the energy of growth, wealth, and spiritual fulfillment, knowing that the universe is working with you. Boom.
Yes. And when you sent me that text, I almost fell over. Okay, so first of all, I agree. I've never known angel numbers to be different combos of numbers.
Yeah.
Right? It's usually like I see 111 a lot or 1111 a lot. And by the way, guys, if you haven't played around with angel numbers, just put the intention of seeing, a repeating number. And I promise you'll start seeing it everywhere. Yeah. And it's one of the first things that actually I was like, man, I feel really connected to something that's not physical or tangible. It's a synchronicity that lets you know that your angels are looking out for you. It's so cool. It's like you can talk with your angels through numbers. So when you sent this, I was like, no way. This can't even be. It was so
crazy.
There are no clearer messages that we could be receiving.
Exactly.
Okay. The path of light is unfolding for you, and you're being encouraged to hold your head high and focus on spiritual growth. The rest will be taken care of for you. So I don't know how you feel, but this part may be for me. And like maybe this connects with you too. But the thing that I always kind of get tripped up over is how things will come to be, right? I will know something like in my, not even my bones, like my cells, that something is meant to be. And I get really hung up on, well, how and when and what do I need to do? And am I doing the right things? And like I mentally tinker. Yeah. And I, mess with the process, I think. A wise woman told me once that my only thing that I need to worry about is following the happiness and joy and protecting the sacred energy of what that thing is, right? So making sure that I'm prioritizing the things that absolutely energize me, right? So I don't know, like, does that connect with you too?
It does, but in a different way.
Yes.
So I tend to be very future oriented as well. So I know the goal that I have in mind. And then what will happen to me is I will know where I want to get to.
Yes.
And then because I know that's where I want to go, same thing. Then I overanalyze, I overthink, I start meddling, I start controlling, like this controlling energy takes over versus just allowing, releasing and allowing. But there's something with this scenario. I don't know what it is. I feel so different working with you this time around. I feel like I'm too busy having fun right now. Seriously. A lot of times it's because I don't think I'm having enough fun, which also is an important part of getting what you want, right? The energy that you put in. And this time around, I'm having so much fun. It doesn't even matter, really. I'm just kind of able to be like, yeah, I'm having a good time. And whenever and whatever it becomes, that's great. And that feels so freeing and liberating because I mean, even in my health coaching business, I struggle with that sometimes of how do I make this happen versus enjoy the process, have fun, put good energy in, and the rest will follow.
Yes. Creating for the sake of creation.
Yeah.
Right?
And the joy it brings you and
and
the good that you want to put into the world. I mean, that's what this is for me this time around. And I absolutely love it. And it's addictive. I wake up wanting to just log on and like, what can I produce today and put out there to, create and inspire people and help people.
And just for the record, you guys, our peak collaboration hours are between like 5:30 and 7:30 in the morning.
It is like text to fire.
Yes, that's the time where we're grinding out ideas and concepts. It's wild. Okay. This next part really got me. Every experience is a learning experience. You are a student of life and spirit, and what has happened in your life hasn't happened to you. It's happened for you. So
people have to believe us. So this is being recorded after we've already published our intro Meet the Host episode. Go back and listen to that, and you will fully understand why this card and that statement right there is mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling. I mean, these literal words were spoken.
Yeah.
And it just really summarizes the path that we've been on and the attitude we both have very deliberately decided to take, and how we've let spirituality do its work within us, around us, so we emerge better people. And yes. Okay, let's keep going. This part's for you, Rach. I'm like dying. You have incredible resilience and the capacity to overcome whatever darkness or unknown you face. No matter what has been served to you, you have done everything within your might and power to face it and a way forward. Angels are acknowledging your determination and the positive, kind-hearted, and upbeat energy that has allowed you to become the wonderful person you are today. So,
okay, I don't think that's just limited to me, though. I mean, when I heard you say that, it reminded me exactly of you guys during cancer journey.
Yeah.
You were committed, like in the midst of every parent's worst nightmare. You remained consistent. You remained determined. You remained resilient. Like, that is not just me. I mean, give yourself some credit.
Totally. I appreciate that. But literally, and it's already on Spotify. So guys, I literally said these words about Rach, about the massive loss that you've had in your life and what spirituality can do. And you're one of the most positive, bright individuals that I know. In knowing the loss and darkness that you've had to overcome with the help of spirituality to be where you are. I mean, again, and I agree, right? I also see myself in this for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just mind-boggling because, again, we were just talking about this.
What I think is so crazy about this card, I'm just going to interject for a minute, is that each of these relates to both of us so perfectly. I mean, the fact that we drew this card that not only draws on what we're creating right now, what we just talked about in our podcast episode, some of the experiences that we've just had within the last week, and the fact that everything in all of these statements relates to both of us is wild. In a deck of cards filled with all sorts of different topics, right?
All sorts.
Yeah.
I mean,
pick out, when we're done, pick out some of the other, or read some of the other ones that we could have gotten.
Absolutely. I will. Okay. So you'll understand. I'll read the topics of 3 others.
Okay.
Okay, you may feel that your spiritual gifts are opening much more at this time. Be aware of any visions, insights, or connections you develop, as they will be pivotal to your growth. So this is an insight. This is a connection. What we're doing right now, the message we're receiving.
But your dream Can we also, which we will reference in a little bit, but you also just met who?
Oh, Dee Snider.
Right? Like, and he, and we'll get into that, but that connection with your son is going to be pivotal to his growth. And I'd like, it's just, again, every which way you slice it.
Real-time reaction of spiritual practice and what it can do, you guys. Like, this
is so
what
fun.
I love about it. It's so fun. And the universe, God, our angels, they never miss an opportunity to be like, we're here. We want to talk to you. We want to connect with you. And this is why I love this stuff, because I literally am so fired up right now because it's like, it just is incredible.
And it's exactly what we needed. We both had kids home from school today. We both had it's been
sort of shit show.
Yes. So yeah, amazing.
Holy cow. All right. And then just to give you an example, another one was take charge and action. Another one is power and intention. Another one is mother, father, God. Healing energy, divine timing, blessings and abundance, right? So all over the map. These are topics. I mean, literally,
I've had one before on forgiveness,
vulnerability, and freedom.
Yeah.
So guys,
I've also had one in there that's like, sit back and don't do anything right now. So we could have gotten that one, which is,
absolutely. Like, yeah. And honestly too, keeping an open mind and an open heart of, you don't always know why you're getting the message in that moment. This one was, I don't know, like a brick to the face. I mean, you can't miss this one. But sometimes it's more subtle, and then the next day you'll run into a situation
inevitably within a couple days. And then the beauty of it is it's top of mind, and all of a sudden it makes sense, and you have tools to address whatever it is.
What if I pulled the romance and connection card?
Awkward. That's a different show for a different day.
So. Yeah. Well, hey, we're keeping an open mind. Who knows? Wow, you guys.
And how bizarre that I just randomly was like, let's pick a card.
I mean,
and now we basically have a whole bonus episode. Yeah.
That's like, so too long for host chatter.
The universe provides.
The universe provides.
I know.
Get right the fuck out of town, Rach.
I know. That was wild. That was a fun little journey we just took right there. Woo! Get up. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this episode and feel inspired to go out and start asking God, your angels, and the universe to lead you, guide you, and yes, even speak to you. Before we go, I just want to share that season 3 kicks off next week, and we are so incredibly excited because this season's title is Unlocking Our Human Potential. That's right. We are going to be discussing some wild and crazy stuff, you guys. Think telepathy, psychokinesis, remote viewing, and so on. So you honestly don't want to miss this. In the meantime, we would love it if you would leave a review or rating, share us with a friend, or subscribe. We're so glad you're here, and those simple actions help us tremendously in terms of spreading the word about Spirit Outspoken to others. So thanks again for joining us today. Have a great one, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us for today's episode. If you're ready to take your spirituality to the next level, be sure to check out our website, spiritoutspoken.com. There you can download free educational resources, read our latest blog posts, and join the Spirit Outspoken community.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Spirit Outspoken to stay up to date on news, happenings, shenanigans, and all things Spirit Outspoken.